morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and we're headed off to work. And as always, they tell me don't quit your day job. You know, I feel great this morning. The Dallas Cowboys 6-1, second best record in the NFL, best record in the NFC, and apparently the Minnesota Vikings aren't as good as everybody thought they were. You know, they have a great defense, but no offense. You know, they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles last week, and then lost to the Bears last night. Unbelievable. But I feel really good, and I feel kind of vindicated because I do the Benet Emery show on Monday nights, and at the beginning of training camp, I said that this would be a top 10 defense, and host Benet pretty much laughed at me and said, man, there's no way in the world that this defense would end up being a top 10 defense. He said our safeties are suspect, our cornerbacks stink, we got no pass rush, and I said, you watch. By the end of the season, this defense will be a top 10. And you can see where they're trending. They are right now 11th in yards given up and 7th in points, which is what really matters, which is pretty damn good. And when you think that we haven't given up 100 yards passing or rushing to a single player, that's damn good, especially with some of the players we paid. You know, but between A.J. Green, Odell Beckham, you know, we've had Kirk Cousins, we played Aaron Rodgers, Andy Dalton. So we've played some pretty good offensive teams, and that defense has done really well. Now, the bad news, of course, is that Morris Claiborne, our best defensive back, and arguably right now had been playing the best as a cornerback in the NFL, tore his groin, and he's out indefinitely. And Church also broke his arm, so he's going to be out for 3 to 5 weeks. But our defense is deep enough that we've got Anthony Brown and Orlando Scandrick that can step in and play well. And the great thing about the Cowboys this year, it used to be when we'd get into the fourth quarter, in my mind, I would start thinking about, okay, how are we going to lose this? I mean, how many times did we have 14-point leads and somehow find a way to lose? But I don't have that feeling anymore. I had the exact opposite feeling. When we were down to the Eagles by 10 points, in my mind, I hadn't given up, and it was kind of like, okay, we're going to turn this around. We're going to win. And that is unbelievable when you think about where we've been in the past. So, hats off to this defense. Now, the trading deadline is today at 4 o'clock, and I would not be surprised if the Dallas Cowboys made a move, because when you look at this team right now, the only area that this team is lacking is a pass rush, and I believe that they're a pass rush away from making a Super Bowl run. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Dallas Cowboys are working on trying to get Cameron Wake. He's an older guy, but still has a lot in the tank, and he could add a lot to that pass rush. And one of the reasons I think that they may be looking to do something is they made a move with Doug Free. They ended up restructuring his contract and freed up about $2 million. So that could be the cap space that they need. But we'll have to wait and see on that. I'm sorry, but I can't find the comment, but I was going to give a shout out to a new subscriber who's from Australia. I got lost in the comments and I just couldn't find it. I saw it this morning about 2 o'clock when I got up to take a piss. You know, when you get be my age, you got to get up in the middle of the night and take a piss. But shout out to you. I'm sorry I can't find your name and all that, but you know, sorry. Also, shout out to the moron, Tom Donnelly, who is now becoming a regular commenter on the Facebook page, as well as the rest of you Eagle fans out there who manned up and showed up after you lost that game. You got mad respect for me because you showed up, win, lose, or draw. And as always, thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the Joe Boo Report. I'm Mark Holmes. It looks like Joe Boo fell on out, and have a great day.